Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Most Unknown Podcast. The burn of this moolah. Hey, dog.
How many?
I don't know why I'm on Twitter, but I just seen a picture. They having a discussion about people eat chitlins on the timeline right now. I never seen a picture. I never seen what chitlins look like in person.
Bro?
So this picture is throwing me off, bro. I'm not gonna lie, and I just don't see how this could be like
Soul spread.
tasty, bro.
Nah, I never had chitlins.
For real?
Never.
I don't see how
I
this
tried one and didn't like them. And I like some nasty shit.
really
I'm a blue cheese olive,
like this right. This picture right here don't make me want to eat it, bro.
and they stink up the whole place.
Yeah, I can't see how like
never had
and
I heard they
people
good
like
with hot sauce though.
people argue. People say that people argue. Put it over better rice. Put some
I know
hot
they're nasty
sauce
because
on.
there's always a caveat with it. Like you just can't take it.
Yeah, you just
regular,
can't eat it
like,
by
every-
itself.
yeah,
It's just
every-
like if I gotta do all that, I don't really want it. Really, like I don't really want that.
Can't pay me $1 million to eat them shit.
This is my first time ever seeing chitlins before.
What does
man.
chitlins
It's
come from?
it's
What is it derived from?
pig intestines.
Pig
like
dick.
it's the shit.
Pig
It's the,
We love some slave food, don't we?
and people still eating it. That's,
It's good
that's when
shit,
people
though.
starting to talk
I don't even
about.
fuck with ham no more, you know.
This shit looks crazy though, bro. Like I don't see it. And I understand back in the day you had no choice, but like you choosing to eat this today is kind of wild.
Tell you niggas love slave food.
I
Niggas
don't
love
get
some
it.
pork rinds, some motherfucking.
What is a pork rind?
I don't know. Google it.
I need to know.
really
I don't
wanna
know what that
Who
is.
always be in the pork rinds, bro? There's somebody we know that's like a pork rind fan.
Yeah, I know. So I'm
Yeah, I
thinking-
can't. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, it's
definitely
not-
somebody
he's
that,
blanking out.
Constantly.
that eat the pork rind
Constantly.
in a bag, fried joints.
Dog, who the
Oh,
fuck?
I like the chips.
Dog, who we got? This
All them.
it's like a nigga that always has pork rinds, bro. And I can't think of it.
Pork rinds. Or skin. It's pig skin.
I ain't gonna hold y'all niggas, yeah. I'm fresh off last night, yeah.
Last night, what you do?
Went to throw.
Some foolishness. Oh, yo, throw
Guns foolishness.
shoot the A-Rod. Throw social is a weird.
Oh, y'all
place
one
to-
niggas ain't even called.
I didn't go there.
Nah, cause it was they thought the R&B joint was tonight. I mean
Last
yesterday.
night.
Sorry. And they was gonna do
Okay.
throw
Fuck
today.
Gentles, y'all know y'all allowed.
Gentles, y'all know who y'all are.
That place is strange. That's a strange place.
I
to
like
me,
that
man.
place.
I don't know.
I feel
Maybe
so
my because
comfortable
the
in
It
first
feels
time
like
I went,
home when I go there.
I
honestly.
think 'cause it was the first time. The first time I went, it was just weird.
always a
bro.
good time.
They had a
Yeah.
rock
Facts.
band playing.
That be the fun
That'd be the
part.
fun part.
It was like this. It was just like too much going on in there. I just couldn't.
The
Don't-
weird
don't
part is
nigga-
describing
don't
it.
nigga throw
Look,
social.
The sad part
Hey,
is
Rod.
describing it. When motherfuckers
That's
just
what I'm
like,
saying. I couldn't.
like the girl on the phone was supposed to pull up yesterday. She like, what's the dress code? And she was like, I was like, nah, you can wear what you want because they said she was like, is it like a lounge or like? And I was trying to describe it, and I was lost for
describe it.
words. I was like, it's a place where you have fun.
I
that
don't
has a
know what to
DJ
tell
and a
you,
bar.
bro.
Yeah, I don't know what the.
I don't know what to tell you, dog. It's just a weird.
Somehow
place.
we ended up on Discovery Zone without the games.
What? You see what I'm saying? Like
That's all I could think
the
of.
bar was sticky. It was just people. It was just the first time I went was just like a weird experience.
That's
bro.
what I'm tight, dog.
So I was just like, yeah, I'm cool,
facts.
bro. I think I'm.
Just don't nigger it.
Yeah, I think I'm cool.
Yeah,
I like
They only
this.
nigger
It's a unique
outside when
spot.
they
though.
drunk, huh?
Yeah, it's a unique spot though,
Yeah, they only nigger outside when they drunk. Like,
Oh,
alright,
yeah.
don't leave, put the nigga inside.
and it's always packed. So I mean, they
Outside.
doing something right. So it's
Yeah.
always crowded, but it ain't like
It's fun.
uncomfortable though.
yeah.
I haven't even been around the whole joint. I just know the bar where Rod at, and I just know. Really, that's it. That's the only place that area I know.
I've never been to the other side. Like I ever go to that bar over yonder or the bar when you first walk in, but you know how it's like a whole nother place.
They got like an
on the other
outside
side
area.
of the bar.
Yeah.
I've never been there.
I ain't
They
been-
got,
I been-
what's
they
the-
need to put a bathroom over there.
What's that thing called? You throw the thing into.
Yeah, I've
the-
never been to that side.
What's that game?
Some hole.
Cornhole.
Corn.
Is that
Cornhole.
what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. They be
Old
there.
nigga hole, that's what I call it.
Yeah, they got that, and they got some other things over there. But I haven't paid attention. I left the last time when I met y'all over there. I was like, yeah, I can't be here. Right now. It's too much for me. I don't know what it was. It
They
was
gave
just
this
like,
nigga
weird,
Abbott.
dog.
They gave this nigga Abbott edible or something. Dog.
I don't
What's wrong with
know
you?
what it was. I was
You
just
know,
like,
you know,
yo.
she gave
This nigga's weird.
Sierra gave him a yoga treat.
Nah, no. Hey, dog, I went to I had to chaperone a field trip this week. We went.
Damn, they still do
Did
that.
y'all ever go to summer camps? I mean,
Fuck
not
yeah.
summer camp, but like camps at school. Like your
I
school
did.
went to
I went
a
to
camp.
Congress Heights, shout out to Congress Heights, back in like '96.
We went to we took our kids
And I went to basketball
to a
camp.
camp
Shout out to Hines.
in Cecil County. I never knew what Cecil County.
What is Cecil County?
Never been there in my life. Yeah.
Cecil County.
All I know about Cecil County is I remember. when
Where's
I
it
was
at?
a-
It's in Maryland.
It's in Maryland.
Oh.
This is one of the places that, like, when you in the 4th grade, you waiting for your school PG County to come across the ticker to see if you have school or not.
Well, yeah.
Cecil County is one of the joints. I was like, dog, I don't even know what the fuck this place is. Like, that was one of them joints.
They definitely have a 2 hour delay.
And I went out there, I was just like, bro, where am I?
That's like Frederick.
It's not Cecil County. It's literally its own county. I was in Northeast. The city I was in. The city is Northeast.
Wow, you was in Northeast Maryland.
Northeast Maryland.
Hey, Slim. Hey, that was wild. Bro.
I was in Northeast Maryland, man. It was just a weird place. But I was like, I had to. I don't know what. I didn't know. I signed up to chaperone. I had it before I asked for all the details. So when I get there, I'm thinking I'm gonna have my own little side room. You know what I'm saying? Had to sleep in a cabin with the boys, bro. And I should have went home after that. As soon as I figured that out, I should have left, y'all. But I
Couldn't be
stayed
that
though.
bad.
Nah, bro. When you're an adult, when you're an adult, things that kids do annoy you sometimes.
You gotta remember, I was a counselor for like
Yeah, you
4
were,
summers.
man.
You know what I'm saying? We had to be there Monday through Friday, so I'm like used to that. Type
Did you
of
stay
shit.
overnight though?
We couldn't leave Monday through
Oh,
Friday,
yeah.
bro. We didn't come back
Damn,
home
I
till
forgot
Friday.
you
You know what I'm
did,
saying?
But you were still young though. You were still
this-
almost a
yeah,
kid
yeah,
yourself,
yeah.
like.
Cause I wasn't even in school yet.
Yeah, like
even-
you
I
was
wasn't even in
almost
movie yet,
you was
yeah.
almost a kid yourself, so you was kind of like having fun with your little brothers, kind of thing.
Yeah, I get
I'm a whole different so like you get to see kids person, and some of these kids I teach, and some of them I don't. So when you in that environment, you get to see different versions of the kids that you'll never see at school.
outside of school.
Yeah, so it's kind of like I like this kid more, or like damn, this kid's annoying, bro. God damn, some of them was like. For the most part, they was cool, yeah. But like staying in a situation like that where you overnight and you responsible 24 hours for this group of kids.
Not from the pay break.
Oh my God, that shit was insane, yeah.
Peg that real quick, right?
Yeah.
For pause. Because it's funny, we was just having this convo last night. Somebody literally said, like, you know what's scary? Like, what's really, really scary? It was like, what? It was like,
This is white
yo,
Maryland.
you really don't know your kid for real.
Don't.
And it was like, what you mean? Because it was like when you just said you see a whole different side of them outside the school. Imagine the kids, some of these kids be at like, your kids are always going to show you. I mean,
One version of
yeah,
themselves.
they're kids, so of course, like something's going to come out, or you'll learn, you'll paint the picture judging
Right.
by what they do outside of the house, and then but like, the version they show you is that is not a forced version, but that is you'll never see your real
The
kid.
digestible one.
Yeah,
The
you'll
one that
never
they
see.
know will work.
Facts. You'll never see your real kid. You know what I'm saying? Unless your kid really don't give a fuck, you'll never see like, cause he puts together the version of him that's acceptable or her that's acceptable to you.
Yeah.
That's kind of scary when you think about it, bro.
Bruh, I have a kid in my class, quiet as hell, dog. He don't really say nothing. I know he's one of the gaming kids. He plays games sometimes, but he's not verbal, he's not vocal, he's not like a loud kid. So those are kids that you gotta watch and I was that kind of kid. I wasn't like loud, so I would get away with a lot because they wouldn't suspect it was me.
Mm-hmm.
He was a kid he was worse than me though. He was way more quiet than I was. So being in a cabin with him, I was just like, this is who you are?
Yeah, nah, real shit.
He was cursing. He was telling all type of inappropriate jokes. He was saying wild shit the whole trip. And I can't even look at the kid to say it no more. I'm just like, yo, this is you the whole time.
His parents only probably know quiet him.
And
though.
I asked him, I was
That's
like,
the
yo,
great
do
part.
your mother know you talk like this? He was like, no. I was like, oh my God. Like, this is crazy. Like, if I would put like a hidden camera in that room, bro, and like let their parents watch them, they'd be like, yo, is that my kid?
Yeah.
Is that really my kid, bro? They was doing like, you just imagine you got 20 boys just like away from their parents and with this type of foolishness that would go on, bro. This one kid that was on the trip, his pants kept falling out because he didn't have like a waistband. And he's like a heavier kid. So sometimes the big boys, they butt cracks me out here.
Yeah.
So they kept calling this nigga BCM, like butt
Hey,
crack
dog.
man. Yo. They was calling this nigga butt crack man. They was calling this nigga butt crack man, dog. And like they kept the boys and the girls separate for most of the trip.
I was with the girls. We was with the girls.
And they should have like let them mingle. But it's a distraction, bro. You
Older
can
joint-
see it.
I remember the older joint try to go smacking me. Y'all nasty.
Bro, they had a talent show, dog. And they had one of the groups, because it's different schools. You know what I'm saying? So
That's
it's like
lit.
from all over. So they had a talent show and like a group of girls in the talent show. They did like a dance routine. I guess they part of like the dance team at their school.
Yeah.
And I was just watching my boys reacting because they in like an auditorium type environment. The lights is low, and I'm just watching them, and they're going crazy over there.
That's
dog.
right.
They girls are doing dances. The popular TikTok dance. They got a routine put together, and the boys is going crazy, salivating over there.
House.
It's looking like some wild animal. I'm just
Young
like, yo, I need
House.
y'all to cool it. And I had to have a talk with them after, like, bro, y'all was doing too much. Like, chill out, bro. Y'all never seen girls before?
They feel like they was in the wrong.
Bro, yeah, they weren't the only ones wilding, but it's because the lights was low. They couldn't really be seen,
Yeah.
but you could just tell they was doing
Took
too
advantage
much,
of
dog. And then like the next day they was even having a conversation about it. They thought they was whispering, but kids don't know how to whisper, so they loud. We on the trail and shit. They talking about all right, sex, marry, kill. They like, all right, the joint with the man, all right, man, this and that. I'm just like, no, you wouldn't, bro.
That's the number one distinction.
You
with
wouldn't do
kids.
none of that.
Kids be thinking they quiet, but they don't be quiet.
They're not
bro.
quiet
They be
at
loud
all,
as shit.
bro.
They
I'm
be
like, yo,
thinking-
where'd you learn how to whisper in a helicopter, bro? You loud as shit, bro. Like, and it's kind of like it's inappropriate, but y'all kids, so I get it. I remember having them conversations and lying through my teeth, like about what I was doing, or you know what I'm saying, what I would do, like. And then because when the girl, they was in a situation with those same girls that they was talking about for 2 days straight, they'd come around. These niggas be on mums. Not a word.
No res.
So I looked.
No riz?
We had no riz.
Hey,
So
Roy, no riz.
we had a table at like the diner area,
Diet
and then the
res,
girls
yo.
came
Diet
in.
res.
The girls came in, and you could see
All I
them
had to say
like,
was up.
you see them like going. I'm like,
Yeah.
so I'm waiting for somebody to say something, and nobody said that. So I tapped one of them. I was like, it's your opportunity. They're like, I'm chilling. I'm like, yo, you guys are funny.
You're not that
I
guy.
remember them
You're
days
not
though,
that guy,
dog.
bro.
I remember
I
them
used to
days,
go
bro.
Smack with my young res.
Damn, I remember them days, dog. Them kids are different, bro. It's only like
These kids are
out of all of them, the one thing I did notice, they quit so easily, like effortlessly quit, bro. Like they don't even like the second they get a little bit uncomfortable, they out,
Yeah, for sure.
gone. They like, I don't have to do
That's
this.
a generation in this show, though.
They be quitting everything, bro. And I be like, damn,
Fucking
bro,
quitters.
like I
That's
really
society.
like don't feel like to a certain extent it's like we've put that on them. Like, yo, if you're not happy, you can leave. If you're not, if it's
Yeah,
not cold, you
that
can
was
leave.
terrible. That was a terrible
So we
time.
kind of did that. Our generation kind of
options,
did
too.
that, right? Like that you feel like you don't have to stick around for anything that's uncomfortable for you,
For sure.
whether it's relationships, whether it's the job environment.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? It used to be a time where like the job dictates everything. Now you can go to a job interview and be like, yo, if y'all don't have this, this, and this, I don't want to be here.
For sure.
And you know what I'm saying? If you have that demand, they'll acquiesce to what you want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you have that pull, they'll work around it to get you what you need to have you on board. But so it's a different mindset. Their generation is like, yo, if this shit don't work out for me immediately, I'm out.
Quit.
I'm gone. They don't like challenge themselves. There's only a few kids that are part of my group that I would call old school kids.
The one thing I respect about them, though, because it's like, okay, so that has positives and negatives.
Absolutely.
Like in certain ways, it come up absolute negatives, like you quitting too much and
Yeah.
blah blah blah.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
especially doing what I do and seeing some of these kids, bro, these the most like, you know, when we was young, how we was
Self-aware,
like,
kinda.
yeah, we was just happy to get a job, or
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying, like we felt lucky to be in certain places or be. These kids don't give a shit about that, bro. Like they know they worth. They're asking for everything up front. You don't give them something, they'll move on. Even if the job turn, I'm not remote, deuces.
Yeah.
I'm I only remote 2 days, deuces.
Yep.
I only get like they not playing
they
when
want.
it comes to that shit.
Yeah, they
bro.
know
And
what
that
they
shit,
want,
I respect that shit because you can't go on to the days where it's like, yeah, you should come here. Why? Because it's a job. That's not good enough.
Nah, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And I absolutely respect it. But I do think like the part that goes missing in that is you got to work your way into that position where you can dictate the you can't just like have no qualifications, haven't worked yourself at all, and just feel like you deserve this because you're alive.
yeah, for sure.
Like, nah, fam, this person has earned that right to dictate their thing because they worked at that. You can't just be like, oh, nigga off the street, just be like, all right, listen, I'm here. So, like, I ain't trying to come to work on Fridays. Don't put me over here. I ain't trying to work with this dude. It's like, bro, what? What are you talking about? You can't just dictate whatever because you alive. You're a human being.
No,
Nah,
for sure.
fam.
For sure.
Like, it was a few old school kids, bro. Like, they was at it. They ain't quit. They was going to try everything at least once to make sure that you know what I'm saying? Like, old school. They ain't mind getting their hands dirty. It wasn't no whining and complaining. You know, it was and it was kind of refreshing. You know what I'm saying? It was like, damn, bro, this is refreshing, bro. Because they don't really, most of them not like that.
Yeah.
They not. They be whining and fussing about everything.
Those
dog.
are kids
And it's
you
like,
leave at school. I remember you gotta be go on a field trip. You gotta be at school all day doing work.
it's kind of like it's like a Debbie. It's like a downer. It's kind of like, bro, I don't want to hear y'all fussing all day, bro. Then the phone, because they couldn't have their phones during the day. That was another thing. They was fussing about that. And then the Wi-Fi was bad even when you had your phone. So
Yeah.
we ain't no service out there. You know what I'm saying? So they was fussing about not having no service, and I was just like, dog, I need y'all to cut the complaining. Not to say that certain things I understand. You know what I'm saying? You can voice your opinion, but like, I don't see the point of complaining about something that you know not about to change no time soon. You wasting your breath, in my opinion. Unless you about to get somebody to come pick you up tonight, you might as well stop whining.
Real quick, did you volunteer to go out there?
I did, but I didn't know what I signed up. Like I said, I thought it was gonna. I didn't know. I never been, so I didn't know what to expect.
Those was your students or somebody else's students?
No, it was students from our school. Yeah, still. No, and then
They
we
was
had,
handpicked or everybody had to go?
Nah, it was only. I think it was like 40-something kids, like 20 girls, 20 boys, something like that. But
I
like
stayed in the house.
the wicked part was, we had like an exit meeting. They had like an exit meeting for all like the volunteers and the staff from different schools to come and like just share their opinions on how the week went. And it started off smooth. You know what I'm saying? You know, this counselor did a good job with our kids. This was enjoyable. We like this. You guys should do more of this, blah, blah, blah. Then it went left. It went left, and I'm sure
Society, dog.
But I'm sure 3-4 people left work yesterday without a job, man, because they was going ham on some of the counselors. They was like, yeah, one of our counselors, I think her name was Emily. She had this, that, and I was like, God damn, y'all don't know.
Sidebar, when's y'all summer break?
2 weeks left. We got 2 more weeks left.
Y'all be checking the fuck out, bro.
Oh man,
I be seeing on my stories. Teachers are done. They
Teachers
like
is sick of
some of them are done,
motherfuckers,
bro. Like
they are like, hey, I felt
one teacher they watching movies a week
I
straight,
be
bro.
saying, I see teachers ain't doing shit. I see the teachers. They don't even
Check
say
out,
names.
bro.
They just say come in and sit down.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say your name. You know who you are. Them kids are watching a
Them
movie.
teachers on TikTok, they be going through it, bro. I feel for them. I be like, yo, I couldn't do it.
You know, you got the filters that show the day of the week. Every day she do a new filter, and they watching the movie. I'm like, yo, she don't give a shit, bro.
Kids be
Like,
checked out too, dog.
I might as well help them skip at this point. Open the back door, let her
Listen,
roam
at some
free.
point, I be telling the kid, just tell your parents you don't have to come no more, bro. 'Cause
just last.
what's the point of you being here? It's nothing else gonna happen. There's no grades.
I never forget one day we was in like when we was senior. This was like our senior year going into the joint, and like this is like coming up on the joint where they let you, you know what I'm saying? Go, oh, it was like McNeil was like, why the fuck are you still here?
What are you still doing here? Don't
He said,
come.
you don't even have to. He said, you don't even have to be here. Like, I was like, nigga, you telling me to skip?
Basically,
Just
don't
walk
come
off.
back, bro.
And you know Roosevelt don't even play that shit.
Yeah,
They be
yeah,
strict. So the fact that nigga said, "Why the fuck are
Why
you
you
here?" Like
here, right?
that nigga really wanted us to get the fuck, bro. Like that
No,
shit was
one
funny.
thing like that meeting was so funny because it was like I had like an out of body experience, but I was just like, yo, black people. Not the same. I don't like to say they're the same, like we a monolith, but like there's a certain element, like when you grow up in a certain way.
We all live the same life,
Kinda.
somewhat, essentially. Yeah,
So we in the joint, and it's like, let's say it's like 20 people in the room. It was probably like 8 black people in the room.
yeah.
So while the white lady's going off venting of their frustration to all the counselors, and Cole going crazy snitching, like, our counselor didn't do this, his name is this, physical descriptions, names, everything, like, going ham. Like, at first it was kind of like, all right, cool. But then when it started getting crazy, you could all see all the black people in the room getting physically uncomfortable, like, yo, this is too much. Like,
Y'all was like, she snitching.
we was all like, we didn't even know each other. We was looking at each other like
what, bro?
bruh, like we was looking at each other like across the room, black people that you don't even know, like, yo, this is you went too far, lady. Like this, I know at least 4 or 5 people going home without a job. I promise you that.
Oh, from y'all school?
No, from the camp. That
from
work
the
at the
camp.
camp. They like our counselor didn't do this. He didn't do that. She didn't do this. I was just like, yo,
Probably wasn't prepared.
I understand. Like,
Probably
I don't
bad
want to take nobody's
preparation.
job away from them, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the camp counselor is like it's the hard. I think
She
it's
was
one of
like-
the hardest jobs. You gotta be happy so much.
That was one of the joints. She was just like,
You
one of
gotta
our
be so- you
counselors
gotta
just
be-
looked like she hated her life. Like she didn't want to be here. Our kid said she was on Tinder checking her. I was just like, bro, come on. What
Why
You
y'all
still
ain't
got
know?
Tinder?
Said she was on Tinder, checking her profile, sending messages back and forth. She didn't want to be. She wasn't happy to be here.
Yeah.
And I was just like, damn, bro,
If you
just
signing
lost
to
this-
be a camp counselor, like in that type of, not like a rec counselor, that's a difference, but
Yeah,
like a
that's
real
different.
camp counselor,
That's stressful,
you
bro.
got it's a tough job. It's a tough job.
So speaking of snitching, your man Gunner got in shape, dog.
Did
You
he?
seen him? Yeah, my man, 6-pack Gunner.
Really?
Yeah, I'm maybe sizing him 6-pack.
You know he got to fight now.
Huh?
He got to defend himself.
Yeah, he got to keep his head on the
He got to
swivel.
protect himself, dog. That'll do it to you, bro.
By the way, bro, I'm still. If he dropped the album tomorrow, I'm listening.
The fuck,
Like I
man?
was still,
Shut
because
up, man.
I don't
Leave
view him as a
alone,
like. He's
man.
not a tough guy to me, so I don't care. Like it doesn't matter to me. Like
He
you know
was
what I'm
with
saying.
the Crips after he got out.
But
Rappers is so slow.
I'm
backwards.
just look. If your
I'm
man,
just-
if your
I'm-
man
I'm
drop an
just-
album,
I'm
listen,
just-
Roy.
really-
I was
really-
still.
I'm really sick of rapping they little politics.
I still listen.
Like
to,
all y'all niggas is normal men, bro. Like stop it.
Normal man.
I still listen to Far to this day. It's my
I
shit.
listen to Skyboxers. I said, God, that boy
Yeah,
got
nah, I can listen. That man, he can make some music.
I'ma
bro.
listen, bro.
And I would still listen because he has it done.
He ain't snitch on me.
You heard it in the albums that dropped.
Nah, I ain't had no service all week. I don't know what's going on. All I know
Oh, you
is
was there for like 3 days?
the whole week,
Oh shit.
Monday to
shit.
Friday. I just got back yesterday. All I know is Baby K's out here killing people.
Who the fuck is Baby K?
Hold it.
K.
You ain't heard about the dude out here that ran on the bus and tried to shoot the kid? The rapper from
Oh,
DC?
from Oxon Hill.
Yeah.
It was a girl, right? She was a girl.
No.
Talking about what happened?
Oh,
All right,
shit.
so here's the story.
You not talking about the 14-year-olds that
Yeah.
with the smoke
That's what
slim but
I'm
the gun
saying.
jam? That's
yeah,
them.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's a
I thought
rapper.
that was a girl.
You a rapper?
Yeah, he's a rapper from here. So
kid.
He trying to live his rap, bro. Anyway, he ran on the bus to Oxon Hill. The girl gave him the drop. That's the
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So I know
okay,
the story.
all right,
Okay,
sorry.
I didn't know the name.
Sorry,
Yeah,
baby.
know
I
the
ain't mean to
story.
mix you up, baby. Because I was like,
Oh, she
girl
in
about to
jail.
smoke shit.
She in jail.
Oh, she in jail? Oh, all
Yeah,
right.
she gave him the drop. So when she gets off the bus, they run on the
From the
bus.
snitch bitch.
When she get off the bus,
They
they
listen-
run on the bus.
What the shammies?
You know what I'm saying?
We used to
Mad
listen to
stuff.
rap nowadays.
I
like
used to fight niggas.
we used to
Niggas
listen
come
to
on
rap
the bus
nowadays.
with a gun,
Yeah.
bro. I
Then
used
they
to
rap-
rap.
then
We used to
they
rap
done-
niggas that like that's crazy. Now they listen to rap nowadays. And be like, we gotta do that shit.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's put
They
it in
love that
motion.
song
We
too
got
much.
to do it. Like
So they ran on the bus, the gun
That's
jammed 3
crazy.
times. They just whooped them
Yeah,
and
I
they
heard
ran
about
off.
I heard about that.
2 of them niggas got caught. One of their sisters
Of
got
course.
killed 2 days after.
Wow.
One of his
Seriously.
co-defendants got killed 2 days after that. So he in jail. His sister's dead. His man is on the run.
This is sad.
That's the situation. It wasn't
What's
worth
crazy is the
They
nigga
all,
was
they all
that
13, 14?
14, 15.
Well, that story tells me they had a little homie that was about to smoke fucked up because his niggas are clearly spinning on shit. Like, and their guns are jamming.
Like, what
they are?
issue
They
did you
are.
have?
We're wilding.
What did you do at 14 that'll have niggas looking for you like that?
Nothing, bro.
Or like, what are you involved in?
If you stole my PlayStation game, we gonna fight. We ain't about to smoke you for that shit.
What you involved in, bro? His
We
mom
ain't gonna
said
smoke.
his mom got to go for me. She trying to move out of the city, which I don't blame her for.
Kids is different now, bro. Like it's not even
She's
the
like, we gotta
same.
get outta
These
here,
niggas
bro.
not even the
I'm not
same.
coming back.
These niggas not even the same breed of niggas that we like. We was.
It's been young killers for a long time. I don't want to
Yeah.
act like it's a new thing.
No, it's not.
No, this
But
is.
I think in this generation, they are
No, hold
inspired
on,
by
hold on,
the
hold on.
music.
This is the
rather
difference.
than the
This is the
culture.
big difference. Music, yes. And music is to blame. I'm fucking. I'm just. We here now. Fuck it. I try my best to protect because I love music.
You been
Y'all the cause. I'm trying my
you been
best to protect
trying,
y'all.
dog. You been
Yeah, it's music, bro. Hands down, it's music. But also, there was young killers back when we was in the day. But I think the value. These motherfuckers don't value life the same. Like I even know now, like, dog, if I've been in some pretty unchy situations. I know now, like, even if I took somebody's life, it would probably fuck with me. Like, cause you know that's
I
a
would hope,
person that
yeah.
that's a person that unless you broke in my house or something, then fuck you had it coming. Like anybody breaking in my house or like going out their way to fuck me over, like I don't care. But like if you had take somebody, it's like damn, that's fucked up. These niggas really don't care about taking a life, bro. Like it's not a big thing to them. It's a thing, but it's not. You know, it's something they like. You know. Like they fell off a bike, or like you got broken. Like it's a thing. It's just not the thing, and it's really crazy, bro. Like niggas don't value a lot. Like it's
But, like, all right.
that's the only way to put it. They don't value life, bro.
So let me ask y'all this, because if you talk about like the era in the late 80s, early 90s, specifically the murder rate was 10 times higher.
For sure.
So how can we say that about this generation? But
Because
that
there was
is-
reasons for that. It was more sensible. Like them niggas was murdering over shit that you should murder about. No funny shit. I mean, like not saying that, but if you, I'm not mad at. For instance, I'm not mad at, you got homies that's doing what they do in the street, whatever the case may be. If they die or something come behind that, you get it. You know what I'm saying? Cool. Like, you don't want to see it happen, but it's like, cool, I get it. But Oli shouldn't have died.
Right.
Or June shouldn't have died.
Right.
Or like you got, motherfuckers that like be. I think what has happened, and I always compare this shit to like an ecosystem of let's take the ocean for example, right? You got the sharks, you got fish, and then you got whatever the people are that dwell in the bottom, like the shrimps and the crabs or whatever. You know, some of it bigger, but it all works together. Rap and the culture has everybody being like sharks. So you they either actually are sharks or they're pretend sharks.
Yeah.
But either or, the ecosystem is fucked up because nobody's safe now. So everywhere you go is shark infested waters. Like you can get, it used to be places you can go in the county and be like, nah, I'm good here, ain't nothing gonna happen here. Nah, Oli got shot in Bowie. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no safe place no more because everybody wants to be a shark. Yeah. So you gotta keep your head on swivel everywhere you go, and this is the ecosystem we living in. Cause like it's really nowhere safe. For real. Like you're never really safe. And music probably is one of the leading causes of that. I hate to say, or the culture.
Yeah, because it's like
I'm on the fair music. It's the choices. It's the environment they have. These young niggas, they in poor environments. They not giving them summer jobs. These young niggas is surviving on their own, so it's a survival technique.
Jobs is corny now, by the way. That's another thing. That
you know, when he a rapper, he wants to live his lyrics. He's in jail, so you know, I can't blame the industry.
He's still free.
Oh, he gonna be in jail. So.
You know the big difference though, Roy? Remember we was young and when we was young, getting a job was cool. Right? Like, no matter where the fuck you was at. Like, if you had a job at Baskin Robbins or you had a whatever, think all the homies get, niggas used to look up, like, damn, you got a paycheck? Mm-hmm. Like, that was cool to us growing up. These niggas, the culture don't allow them to be like, you know what I'm saying? We joke about the remote shit. These girls, because at the end of the day, for young boys, all going to be about what's impressionable about girls. Like, you want to get girls, whatever. These girls nowadays, 17, 16, you can't get a job in McDonald's. Probably look, you so working, broke boy. Lame. Like, you know what I'm saying? You almost gotta go get a pack or really get into something that you really don't got no business doing just to have any type of motion. For real. Because when these girls talk about having motion, the younger generation, when they talk about having motion, they're talking about their counterparts working at fucking Sky Zone or fucking wherever kids work at these days, or you know what I'm saying, or Tropical Smoothie. That's not what they mean by having motion. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Even though that's good motion, but they not. That's not cool. That's not the culture they grow up in. That's not cool. And it used to be cool. Having a job was cool when we was younger.
It was for sure cool.
That shit ain't cool to them no more.
Well, but the jails is overpopularity, and these young niggas by 19 they gonna be crying. So I don't see why would you listen to a broad that her mother got a job and she's in the same circumstance as you. Like,
yeah, that's facts.
Like it's hypocritical.
Oh, absolutely. The thing about like this generation that's different is that like it ain't just the niggas that's in the hood that's trying to live this life.
So I'm saying everybody's a shark.
It's everybody.
Like, there's no suburbs.
Bro, your lifestyle don't even push you in this direction. The music is what's pushing you to want to live like this. Like the music you listen to, the culture that like props these people up, you want to be like that, so you gonna do that. And it's like, bro, that ain't even natural to your environment.
Like even shout out to Largo, they got it now, bro. When I first moved to Largo like 4 or 5 years ago, I was like, bro, I'm not taking nobody out here. So like, it's Largo, y'all gotta chill. Like I don't even know why y'all trying to be tough. Shout out Q the Food and all y'all niggas. I don't got one no, like you know what I'm saying. Y'all cool, y'all do whatever. But niggas used to be like, blah blah blah. I used to be like, bro, y'all not. And I was like, now y'all got it, bro. I treat everybody with the same respect. If I seen a little kid from Largo, then I would do a little kid on the south side. Cause like one of these niggas would knock me off just to prove a point, just to prove Largo not soft,
right?
Or just to prove they really. So like it's no like you know what I'm saying. They really would do me. So it's like you know it ain't no bro. This shit crazy, fool. This shit really wild.
I ain't trying to end up on nobody.
Yeah. Don't get your stripes off me. Look,
yeah. you got it.
Yeah, you got it.
I'm not even gonna go back and forth with you, bro.
So I don't know, bro.
Not even going back and forth with you.
Then in some cases it'd be like some of the suburbs where you supposed to be good at. Some of them kids feel like they got more to prove.
Yeah,
they might be a little more violent.
Exactly.
To be honest,
just to prove, they feel like they gotta go above and beyond.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Because of where they living at.
Absolutely.
Like, y'all niggas are stupid, bro.
Very stupid.
Y'all are very stupid, bro. Your mother, your father and mother, you got. Every time I see a murder case, I'm like, yo, yeah, both of his parents. And this nigga still.
They about to charge him as an adult, too.
I mean, they need to bring that back. That's what happened back in our day.
They charge that nigga as an adult. Man, they put his. You know, you're not supposed to put minors' images or names. They posted his picture.
If you run on a bus, if somebody dropped the low and you ran on a bus and tried to get a nigga going, you deserve to be charged as an adult. Straight up, I'm not hearing the
temp is still the temp
I'm not hearing
the temp of murder when you walk in the door.
I'm not hearing the juvenile shit, bro.
Like it's they making the law more frying. So I'm sorry that happened. Prayers to all parties.
They stayed and whooped cuz after the gun jam. They was like, "Nah, we gonna get something out of it."
Prayers to all parties.
That's wild, bro.
My strength and healing going to the mothers of them.
But how dumb you gotta be, like, as somebody to, like, a crime is about to happen. You send the location via text. You ain't think you was gonna get implicated in this no kind of way.
These niggas don't watch no crime shows.
That, like, you didn't think in 2023 that you was gonna be involved in this situation. And I be telling my kids all the time, like,
I ain't know cell phone towers is that vicious. Until I really started watching this crime shit, I ain't know cell phone towers be on it like that. Like they the real catch a nigga.
You can't do
like,
nothing,
you can't
bro.
do nothing with your phone on you. Bro.
Cell phones are your police.
That's it. They don't got the work is. They can be kicking back like, all right.
Niggas really be in the crime room, so you wasn't around. Where was you at last night?
A picture.
I was at home.
Your Instagram.
Your phone pinged off the cell phone tower. You was
that
like, you done.
You was in Waldorf.
Yeah, you finished, bro. Like
your phone was in Waldorf, boy.
It's a data. They got your data. So.
Bro, that shit is crazy, dog. Like, no, you can't win, bro.
Back in the day, you used to roll in the car, get in the car.
There's no win. Now your car got the GPS on it. Your phone got the GPS on it. You got the Apple Watch.
I watched them tell a nigga.
You toast.
I watched a nigga tell a nigga. They was like, nigga was like, I was at the house, man, all day. I was like, I wasn't feeling well. He was like, at 6:32 p.m., your phone picked on. You was on Jennifer Road on Bob. I'm like, yo, I said you're a toast, bro. And I'm like, I didn't know they constantly ping off. Like,
all day.
You don't even got to send a message or nothing. No. Like, just you being in the area will ping you.
And it's and what type of neighborhood you in? Your neighborhood could be a police zone.
Yeah, bro. You ain't heard the interview with Nipsey? He was on Hot 97. He was just talking about, like, he was like, dog, crime is going to be over. Like, the instruction that I got from my big homies was whooping my generation, like, because they still living like it's the 90s or the 80s. They giving them instructions. Yeah. They ain't understanding, like, the technology done changed. You getting niggas spanked out here by the.
I heard that, but I heard the joint T.I. had was like interesting one where he talked about, like, the joint where he made the quote. He was like, look, if you back in the day, he was like, look, back in the day, if you did what you did and nobody was on the porch 5 in the morning, you was Gucci. Like, couldn't nobody. That was it. Like, we so far removed from that. Like,
it's over.
Yeah, that shit.
I don't know how you niggas gonna be.
Also, why crime was how it was back in the day because they had less consequences. But these niggas, I don't think it's the, and that's skewed too, right? Because it's not niggas like, I think the numbers are skewed back in the day. Yeah, there was more like murders back in the day, but stuff skews that because they was more like big time drug dealers. They was more like
money,
not saying it's niggas
people involved.
It's niggas getting it out here, but nobody's raceful.
No,
right? But he was a thing, or like you could be like,
and he wasn't the only one either.
Yeah. If I say it was mad niggas, so it's like you can't. Them type of niggas don't exist anymore.
Nah,
because the way the crime, not the way the crime is, but the way for everything we just did with cell phone towers and how's crime, like that type of drug dealer probably can't exist. Not at least the way it looked back in the day.
Kingpin shit died
like that.
Yeah,
Kingpin shit died like at 89, bro. Ain't nobody really. Like,
and if they do, they look. It's a different type of thing. They don't look like the.
It's a different type of thing. You'll see a nigga that's a plug, but he always dead. So it's just shit that shit. These young niggas that's still doing it, they not getting what they used to get. So.
But that's why the crime was
like
back
and
then.
now it's like the scamming is like boosting your post drug dealer career till you go.
It's gonna be hard to do any type of crime in a few years.
So it's all types of little scams you could do now.
Which is
niggas not really selling weed on the block.
It's a good thing, I guess. Like I'm not.
Especially now.
It's a good thing that crime is going down. You know what I'm saying? But like,
yeah.
At the end of the day, regardless of like what the time that's connected to the crime,
I don't think it is.
If somebody wants to do the crime, I don't give a fuck if it's 5 years or 50 years. They're gonna do it.
That's where it's skewed at though. Like, all right, so boom, like we say crime is going down now. Yeah, but no, because like again, back in the day, like all right, so we take a rate, like just use this area for example. Use Rayful. Them numbers that you see, that's inflation. The murder numbers are from literally him having the city in a chokehold, like him. So whether it's enemies, whether it's people trying to get hold of the drug trade, whether it's they're all happening around having that stranglehold on the drug. So like all the whether it's Alpo shoot a nigga in broad day, the joint, wherever you want to, you're talking about. They're all people that are in the life of of that. So even though the murders are crazy, you can still be out the way and be fine. You just don't involve yourself in that. You're not fine nowadays anywhere, though. Nope. You know what I'm saying? There is no such thing as out the way. That doesn't exist now. And that's why now it's more volatile and dangerous because there's no safe haven. Back in the day, like, yeah, they was smoking shit left and right in the city. That's where the drugs is going crazy. But you still be, and if you're in the mix, I mean, yes, there were strays and people got hit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It happens in every case. But still, it's like, all right, if we move out here or we can make it out of the way or I'm going to mind my business, stay out. Like, that doesn't matter now. You can be minding your business. You could be, when I got in my shit last week, bro, I was going to the store, bro. You feel me? Like, it's no safe haven. So this is we in like dangerous times for real. This is a really, really fucked up place.
Yeah, it should just get worse. And I think like, I feel like because we get older, you know what I'm saying, or we at the point where you can look and see like, you can see the detriment that shit has caused. Like when you were younger, you ain't see it. You wasn't paying attention. Maybe you wasn't paying attention to it. But I even like see Dolores Tucker. Like, you know, that case she had with Tupac talking about like gangster rap and how when I was young.
Boy, she got a load of this shit now.
Man, when I was young, I was just like, man, fuck this old lady. But like the older you get, it's kind of like, bro, she was not wrong at all.
She was a councilman.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, she was a councilman. Yeah,
I don't disagree with. She was right, and it's way worse now.
Yeah, she seen it. Kind of.
She seen it. It's like we are not. What's the Bone Thugs joint?
Darn Thugs.
What's the Bone Thugs joint?
Voice,
yeah,
some councilman in Cleveland.
It was just like that's like I get it. You know what I'm saying? And you once you start seeing people have children, or you start having children, and they got to live in that world, you kind of like, bro, this is not.
I always say it's poverty, bro. Wherever they at, them kids from Austin, they had houses, they had basements. Had PS5s.
School bus, bro.
You niggas want this to be what? I can't even blame the older generation. You niggas did this. Stop blaming the older generation for y'all dangerous choice. Your mother is crying because you want to be a fucking murderer, like, and you crying and you calling, like that's the shit the niggas on that after the situation when you keep calling and calling.
They don't talk
begging,
about that.
Niggas don't never talk about that. Like so, it's just like why do something?
And they telling.
Why do something and you and your man, y'all conspiracy, y'all all in the same jam and y'all telling on each other. That's what happened with Rayful. He told, bro. He told. He told. Like, credentials out the fucking window. Alpo, they told. Like, I don't respect them. I respect the men that stand on their ground and change and reform and change themselves. So, it's just like, you know, like, y'all keep blaming music. Man, young boy don't give a fuck about you. He worrying about the millions and them 11 children he got.
The crazy part
don't give a fuck.
The crazy part is when niggas realize, like, even the musicians, when they realize, like, the effect that they had on the world. Even when Future said when he met Juice WRLD, and Juice WRLD was like, yo, you the reason I started drinking lean and like taking perks at 13. He's just like, wait, you started doing it because of me? And he was just like, yo, that kind of fucked him up. Like,
I 100%.
I didn't know.
I 100% started drinking. I know I 100% started drinking lean because of rap.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I never would. It definitely wouldn't have happened.
He was just like, Future was like, I didn't know. Like, if I affected this 13-year-old like that, God knows how many other kids out here that I'm affecting. It's like when that shit hits you, when it's just like when you rapping and you making money, that shit you ain't thinking about nobody else's life. And then when that shit somebody come and tell you that what you said literally made them do this or that. Just like when Young Boy came out. And you know what I'm saying? He's talking about he want to change his you know his content and he want to do this and that. Cause you know
I can't even blame. I don't mind him doing that because he really from that. That's really him. Yeah. So it's like I can't even. How much can I fault you? Because you're really speaking your truth. Like you not like you really from that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can't really.
But you know the thing. I think it's like at a certain point we got to stop using that as an excuse, bro. Like people
he's
saying,
also not a grown man. What's young boy? 24.
He's not a grown man at all.
He's crazy young. You feel me? Like
certain people you get a pass, but certain times it's kind of like, bro, you know better. You still on this because that's what sells. It's like, bro, I don't respect you. I can't respect a grown man having the same content as a 17-year-old kid, and this grown man know better.
No, facts. But that's why to me I can't. That's why I went like we always bring up young boys like the reason. But even with that, like I kind of sucks. I give him a little pass because I'm like, bro, he's still the nigga's like 24. Like he's still like when he go into the booth, I'm sure he's not like, damn. Let me turn it on and just be the super gay. I believe the beat come on and he rapping what he like. That's really him. Like you know what I'm saying? Like and it's documented. Like that's who he is. So I can't even like. Yeah, I hope eventually they change around, but I can't even blame him for the way he is, dog.
Selling, I don't know, like selling black trauma is a business, bro.
Yeah, it's a business.
Yeah.
It's a business, and it's unfortunate because
it keeps rap flowing.
It's like, damn, bro, like.
And these young niggas not even living that term. They not living that life.
And they was talking about Jeezy.
That's why I get mad at the niggas is really not.
I mean, can you blame them?
Who said? Who you talking about? Who?
Jeezy was talking about like, yo, there was people like mad at Jeezy was his drug all his drug raps. You know what I'm saying? He was like, it's an interview. He was like, I don't let my kid listen to this kind of music. I get at the y'all kids, but my kids don't listen to this type of shit.
Y'all motherfuckers.
That's crazy.
I ain't mad at Snow though.
Because he knew what he was doing. My thing is like,
he had a bigger purpose though.
Nah, bro.
He had to get this trap out.
Nah,
bro.
man. When you know what you're doing,
the streets needed that.
When you know,
the streets needed Jizzle, bro.
When you know what you're doing.
Nights.
Well, I don't remember nights.
Yeah, we needed that Jizzle, bro. I ain't mad at him, bro.
When you know better, and you still throwing it out there because you know other people.
Yeah, I needed that.
I can't respect that real, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of look at that.
It's funny because I actually give it. That's how ignorant we are. At one point, I could be like, "You right,
big
man."
shoes by the car.
At the same part, I could also say like, I give him credit for that. I was like, "Bro, your man had 3 platinum albums straight, just talking white."
Hall of Fame trap
just talking straight white, bro. But also, niggas aren't killing because of Jeezy, though. He's not the reason that's
killing.
These kids aren't spending because of Jeezy either.
They're not killing people, no, but they doing detrimental things because these soundtracks.
Because I always say it's the behaviors, the signs of a 14-year-old. You know? That's when you start like starting to fuck up. I always say that.
Bro, my man really came on the track and said, I told them, zip lock this and straight
zip
drop
drop
that. Hey, nah, Jeezy was that nigga, dog. I don't give a fuck. Hey, fuck it. The community hurt, they hurt. Nah, I'm just
Nah, that's wild, bro. That's crazy.
Niggas needed
dog.
that Jizzle, though, bro.
That's crazy, dog.
Jizzle with the stamp.
It's kind of like, bro, like,
we
these
needed
niggas
that,
is just
though.
like, you a grown, bro. You know better, bro. And you don't give a fuck. That's crazy, yo.
He couldn't remember nights.
Yo, not even just him, just any of these older niggas that still talking about the same shit, bro. Like, bro, come on, bro. How many times we gonna hear this shit?
That's why Hove Evolution is so
How
gratifying.
many times
That's
we
why
gonna
it's so
hear this,
gratifying to me. Like 444 is gratifying to me. In a lot of ways.
Yeah,
You know what
it's just
I'm
like
saying?
now. It's like, bro, he said if I keep it 100, I've been rich longer than I was poor.
Yeah.
At this point, like, what am I rapping about being like? I'm
Yeah.
not gonna keep rapping about Queensbridge about the rest of my life, bro. I've been rich longer than I've
What
been
Hove
broke.
saying that Def Arts what is what's the line, bro? Oh yeah, I don't be in the project hallways talking about how I be in the project all day. That sounds stupid to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It don't make sense.
It
And
don't make sense.
And you niggas is being honest with themselves. It's like, bro, we see your lifestyle that you living on the gram, but then you come on the music and rap about a completely different thing.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, you've already shown us how you living, bro. I seen your life. We see your lifestyle on the internet. You show us all your shit, and then you come on the music and talk about something completely different. It's like, bro, this don't even match. This don't even make sense, bro. Yeah. It's not who you are no more. Y'all don't want to grow up, bro.
I told y'all where to pinpoint it. It starts. It's the women, bro. It's these little girls, the impressionable girls. That's where it starts. And
I think it starts with the men, bro.
No, listen. It's the music and the girl. And let me tell you, like I said, let me tell you why. Whether niggas realize it or not, kids default to wanting love from women. They want to get women love, or not women love, but you know,
women attention.
Yeah, woman attention. Or kids when you
Right.
like, what do niggas talk about when they get like any movie, anything you see, they talk about blah blah. They might talk about clothes a little bit, but it eventually defaults back to girls. They're like, oh, so and so like you, blah blah blah. When we was coming up, it was different pockets you could have got girls in. You could be an athlete. Was athletes still good today? You could have been an athlete. You could have been a Joner. You could have been a fly nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You could have been a funny nigga. And then you had niggas that you had the street niggas that was get like so, but also the girls' idols back then, like who was rapping back then? Like back then, like before 50 and them, it was who? Like Nelly, fucking Jay-Z, like Eminem, like just the vibe, Luda. The vibe isn't really too, you know what I'm saying? Like the vibe isn't too strong. These girls nowadays, or the 17, 16-year-old, 15 girls in high school, who they idolize? They're Pooh Shiesty fans. They're Lil Durk, Young Boy. These are the idols they looking up to. So like they favor their men to be like that. So the athletes are always gonna be good. But now them pockets of like, all right, just the cool kids, or you could be this, or you could be in your own skin and be cool. Nah, now you gotta be a real nigga.
But you could be Uzi.
Huh?
You could be Uzi too. That's an option.
Uzi gets that off because he's rich though. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like Uzi would get beat up in PG County schools. But that's
I don't think so. Don't talk about my son.
Nah, not him per se. I fuck with Uzi, but it's just
I know a lot of golfer kids will fuck niggas up.
just like Thug with niggas would have tried Thug if Thug wasn't who he was. You know what I'm
Thug
saying?
still be
But
gone.
yeah, but it's like you can that pocket is gone because the girls, the same girls that you they want. They looking for them. They're attracted to the shiesty masses and the fucking and the certain demeanor. So it's like you get up. So you imitate to get them girl. Even if you not that from that cloth, you gonna imitate that to get, to get in good with the girls. And that's where it starts. But that starts with music though, because like I said, they're looking like they're who they fantasize and fawn over are the Pooh Shicey's, Lil Durk's, NBA.
But
that's all. And Shicey still in jail. How you gonna love somebody?
They love niggas
like
in jail.
This nigga Durk is a whole different man with morals and integrity. He's a Muslim man. Love his children. Like he's a different man.
Who's a good rapper you like though?
What the fuck you gonna analyze that nigga and for years and years before I was even born? The drug dealer was always the women preferred. They ain't prefer the jocks. They thought jocks was dumb. I mean that's facts, but you know they always prefer the flat car guy. So it's just like it's different. These little women, they just like the little niggas for the little change. That's what I see.
2 Chainz said the best record. He has a whole album called Pretty Girls Love Trap Music. Mm-hmm. That's a real thing. Like they really. You see the memes, bro. You be in the joint, they be like, yeah, me and my car when I'm listening to trap. Like girls like trap music, bro. And today's trap wasn't yesterday's trap. Like 2 Chainz was still considered trap. 2 Chainz ain't really considered trap nowadays. No. Like it's a whole different breed of these trap niggas.
I didn't consider
like,
trap back in it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He was the artist, so it's changed.
I think it started with the men though, bro. Because like the men started the thing where like criticizing other men for what they don't got.
That's right.
Right? And then women just adopted that. I think the women just adopt what the men do.
I mean,
the niggas.
Yeah, but niggas was doing that before. Niggas was calling other niggas broke before No Scrubs came out.
No Scrubs came out before Imaginary Players though.
Possibly.
I don't know. Imaginary Player like 90, like that shit over.
But like those like them songs, they follow them the lead of the men. Whatever the content that the men talk about, the women adopt slowly.
Yeah.
Like I feel like women always been talking that step your bread up shit though.
Nah, I don't think so, bro. I think men started that shit, calling niggas broke. Calling niggas broke on music, stunting on them. So now the women kind of like, oh.
You got Bills by Destiny's Child. You got that shit's been around, bro.
It has. I'm not saying it's a new thing, but I'm saying the men started that, bro. I think the men started and then the women just adopted. Like if you look at any,
they started with ego. It's an ego thing.
If you look at any, like the women, the videos of rap niggas that we grew up in that the women hated, right? Mm-hmm. The Nellies, the Tip Drill. All these videos that was on Uncut, the women hated them. Mm-hmm. They look like all the City Girls videos now. It's the same video if you turn the volume down. So it's like they just adopted the thing that they said they hated. They took it and they adopted it. Now that's what that is.
Yeah, niggas was mad at Tip Drill.
And now look
now
what
they got Pound Town.
What?
It's the same shit.
It's like the same. They just take it. They say they hate it. They take it, adopt it, and it becomes theirs now. You know what I'm saying? It's the same video. Yeah, it's the same video. Like the men started. When they see it's working, and the women take it and then they adopt it. Now it's now it becomes culture. Everyone has accepted that this is what it is. Don't be a broke nigga.
Is there anything that could change this?
And man is behind the pen of women who's rapping now. It's 30. It's true.
That's the kids is young. The people who, like you said, this culture is doomed. I'm not gonna say it. And it's doomed because it's led by the youth. Any culture that's led by the youth is not gonna last.
You can't lead a land by the youth. You can't leave a ship.
They don't respect that. They don't respect. Being a mature adult is frowned upon.
They don't respect integrity and morals.
That's what I'm saying. If you don't have that, and that's you get that from older people. And if you don't respect the elders, your community, your culture, and community is bound to be destroyed, bro. They don't have the wisdom to lead a community of people, bro. So there's no solution.
I don't know how we got here either. Well,
there's no solution.
It's kind of like it just happened overnight almost.
Because niggas don't like conscious. They don't like. People say they don't like to think when they listen to music. So they don't like wisdom. They don't like people giving them information when they listen to music.
I feel attacked.
Information is.
You know what I'm saying?
Information.
Hey, I don't like that positive.
And I get you said it.
I hate
right?
Drake's new song.
Even
bro.
Drake
I don't want to hear none of that, bro. You better.
You know what I'm saying?
Not from you, bro.
So that's what it is. It's like.
But I'm also not. That's not gonna cause me. His violent shit isn't gonna. But I'm also adult and I'm discerning. But I'm gonna say his violent shit ain't gonna make me do something. But I like his violent shit. Like I don't want to hear.
Because you know it's not. I'm not to say it's not real, but you know the difference between. Yeah. And like Meek said, hit that boy 50 times, set that boy on fire. Like I don't think like that's a crazy.
Meek is still rapping a little too crazy for my liking.
He way too. He knows he's another nigga that.
No, Meek. Even sometimes he says shit. I'm like, Meek, you a little older than this.
Come on, bro.
Meek is trying to out violent these young niggas, and I'm like, bro, you a little.
You past this.
You know my top 3 hated song. Like one's in my top 3. I can't rank them. Is the I Know I Can't. I fucking hate that song, bro.
I don't like that song either.
That was a song for kids. Though.
I don't give a fuck.
I was a kid when I heard it.
That shit is mad positive.
Kids.
I don't want to hear.
Fuck.
I don't want to hear. Yeah, I was a kid. I don't want to hear none of that shit, bro.
We was kids, but we was past.
Got yourself a gun.
We was past. That's crazy.
Got yourself a gun.
We was overexposed kids though. If you be honest with you.
We was.
We was completely overexposed.
I seen too much shit.
You know what I'm saying?
I was in crack houses with my parent.
We was overexposed, so that's
that shit was
different. That was for kids who were actually still kids.
I always say, bro, I saw so much, bro. I can help y'all young niggas.
Yeah.
I don't want to listen, so I fuck it.
That song was for kids who were still actually kids.
I seen too much, bro.
The more older I get, the more I realize I didn't have a normal childhood. Like
I did.
I
had
wasn't
an
a
adventure.
Disney Channel kid and shit like that. I wasn't.
I didn't. And I look at them Disney kids, I be like, damn, I kind of want to be y'all, but I'm like, nah, I like.
Yeah, they had a peaceful life. That's the life I want for my kids.
Hey, that's the realest shit you ever said, Roy. Because I swear to God, I remember watching some shows like Boy Meets World. Or like my brother and me, and I was like, yo, I want to live like them.
Peaceful.
Yeah, I really remember saying that.
They conflicts with small shit.
They small shit.
I really
they shit was like little shit. Like
I can't find my shoe.
Oh, he stole my girlfriend. Like that shit was like little stupid small shit. Like I was watching Gus, I was like, bro, I should have been a Gus kid, bro.
That's the type of shit, right? That's the kind of life you want to provide for your kid. I don't think I'm gonna let my kids play football or listen to rap. I don't know, man. I might completely abandon the culture.
You know what's popped up? You know what's popped up now? As far that football shit, y'all gotta stop saying that too, though. Because like I said, it's what y'all are holding on to doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, CT?
No, it's like
no,
it's not like no. But I'm saying that what
did you say OCT?
I thought you said CT don't exist.
No.
Shit.
What's that? Some new shit?
It exists, but the wave of it, that you see, that type of people have it now from playing back then. Yeah. You can't do shit in the league. They're about to ban kickoffs in a little bit. Like you see the new kickoff rule, they goddamn, they're like the shit that was causing that CTE shit in the back is not happening.
Anybody ban like
you know what I'm saying?
hitting lower
tackles, this is the safest generation for your kid to play football in.
Probably,
it's probably not like the safest generation of kid to play football. Yeah. Motherfuckers got CTE happens from like them niggas that played before like they was concussion tents and protocols and all that shit. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, leather helmets on and shit.
Not even that, even a regular. I mean, back in the day, you got a concussion, you still played that game.
Facts.
Like now, if they sniff a concussion, they come here. Like you.
They said a concussion is like when you see the stars.
Yeah, it is.
It could be a bad headache.
You know how many times I've had concussions if that's the case?
Oh,
mad concussions, though.
But I said the funny part about I brought her to say like, you know what's on the table for me that was never on the table for me?
What?
I'm literally thinking about homeschooling.
Nigga, what? Oh, absolutely.
Or like say home, private school. Because it's like I know when we had the conversation, I've always said like, yo, I'm an advocate of public schools. I think that public schools teaches certain kids certain characters, certain characteristics that they need to. But like you said, this ain't our public school, bro. Like,
this ain't our private
school.
14-year-olds
running on the, you know what I'm saying? But like this ain't. And it's like, how do I raise my kid? Because he's not gonna be a prey. So it's like, what do you even like? I don't know. And I never thought about that till the other day. I was like, yo, I really might have to send my kids to private school, bro. Like, some G shit.
I had a kid. She was a menace, bro.
Dennis.
She was a menace. She loved just being in the mix, dog. She just wanted the attention. She wanted to be in the mix. She wanted to be, and you know, she was just like, she was kind of a bully to other kids. She was just a terror, low key. Good kid, sort of. You know what I'm saying? She was just wanted to be active, bro. Her mom noticed that one year, took her out, put her in private school. I seen her at the gas station.
Whole different kid.
Seen her, whole different kid, bro. Completely. I knew she was. Yeah, I seen her at the gas station. She was like, ran up to me, gave me a hug. I said, she was dressed in her uniform. I was like, oh, look at your outfit. She was just like, yeah, man. My mom, she finally did it. Took me out, put me. I was like, how is it? She was just like, she was like, it's different.
It's different, dog.
She was like, it's structured. I haven't seen a fight
gotta
all
have
year.
Disney life.
She was just like, they don't even fight.
That's
and
tight.
I was like, that's normal. She was like, my grades are way better. I was like, duh. You ain't got these distractions all over the place, bro. Like, she just couldn't. That environment was not for her, and I'm glad her mother took the step because some parents never, they just let their kid grin and bear it for 12 years. You got to
execute that shit young. You can't execute when you're in high school.
That decision might have saved her life, honestly. I'm not going to lie, because she was.
Today kids ain't fucking.
She was in the mix everywhere. Everything that went on, she was involved.
Public school is not a good place to foster learning in 2020.
Nah, bro. It's not. And
fucking me up too.
Another reason is that because parents not involved, bro. When I was in school, somebody's parent was in the building, walking around, following the class. You might that accountability that the parents are involved. That even if that's not your parent, you're gonna act different when it's an adult in the room, another adult. Even if it's not your parent, you don't. Steve, bro, I ain't seen a parent in my room all year.
All right, but I'll say, so you're a public school teacher. Would you if you have a son today, or he was his age, are you letting your son go?
Depend on the
school?
principal. Depend on the school environment. I need to see it with my own eyes. I have to see the school environment. I'm not against public schools, but I have to see.
Listen, I'm pro. I don't want to make this like a pro. Like, and I've been pro public school in that environment for a long time. But it's just the more you hear some of these stories, I'm like, bro, my kid in class with some of these niggas, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's
the kid can't focus, bro.
It's kind of. Well, one, I'm getting my son in. I'm telling you right now, my son at whatever age, we talk about sports, he getting in. My son is going to box. When he's younger, for shit show. That's not even like a choice. Like,
definitely
he's going to box at some point. Like, and then we'll deal with the rest when we.
Absolutely,
the rest.
For sure. Because there's a different confidence that comes with a kid that know how to defend himself.
Yeah.
There's a different knowing that you don't always have to be the aggressor.
Yeah, exactly.
But if I can defend myself in any situation, that's a different level of confidence that I think every
not having a bitch ass nigga household.
Yeah, every male, I feel like every man needs to know how, at least.
Like Slim off BMF, I don't know, bro.
Can't do it.
He'd have had to box me every day.
Yeah, I like.
So he got his chops up.
I think that's important, but like, I'm not against public schools. I just need to see the environment with my own eyes. I need to see it, bro. I want to know who's around my kid, bro. I want to know what their view on discipline is. I want to know that.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, like I heard a story a couple weeks ago. The lady, something happened to her child at the school with one of the adults. I don't know what the whole detail is, and she was just like, us parents, we send our kids to school. We put our trust in you. I'm just like, bro, you don't even know these people.
Yeah.
You put your trust in a stranger with your kid, your most valuable asset. What, are you stupid?
Yeah.
How you say you put your trust in somebody you never even took the time out to meet?
You ain't gonna know.
I don't blame that person. I blame you. You irresponsible. Nothing. You don't even know who these people are. They around your kid.
But some parents don't
10 months out of the year.
Some parents don't view their kids as assets, though, and that's what we fuck up.
Wow.
Some people view their kids as chores or somebody they have to. I mean, like, kind of past, like, it's cool when it's cool, but it's like, damn, I really gotta,
Don't be a parent, bro.
Niggas don't,
Don't be a parent.
Yeah, niggas don't be, niggas
don't be a parent, bro. If that's how you look at it, don't be a parent, please. Don't be a parent, because
a lot of people aren't parents.
That's a full-time job, bro.
That's what I'm saying. To me, it's a difference between somebody like you can be the father or the mother,
right?
But being a parent is different.
It's different, bro.
It's a different type of like.
Today, I relate the parents are the friends, bro.
Friends.
Yeah.
I asked one of the older teachers. He's not even a teacher no more. He's like he's like responsible for a lot of programs. But he's been in education for like 20-something years. I asked him, I'm like, what you think is the difference? Like when you first started versus now, he's like the parent involvement. It's like back when I was parents were there every day.
Yeah,
it's a fine rope though.
They would bring stuff. They knew each other.
Yeah.
The parent teacher association was a thing. Now, I don't. It's all year. I don't see these parents until their kids in trouble.
But like, it's also like a fine because like I'm not with the like I tell my mom's favorite line growing up when we was maybe because she was a West Indian mother, but or Caribbean mother. But my mom used to remind me on every occasion she could, like, I'm not your friend or I'm not your pal, like I'm your mom. But also, I wonder, like, it's fine line because, like, we literally was just talking about it after Granny's funeral. Troy mother was like, we was talking about, Marcus got into some shit, so we was talking about, of course, you'll put it on the pod, but don't make this public. But we was talking about shit like, what I'm saying, how, and Marcus getting into it, and she was like, people gave me flack for my parenting style because, like, I was strict when I was strict, but, I wouldn't blah, blah, blah. Like, some people consider it loose, but she literally said, like, she was like, but I know all my kids, like, for real. And that's something she could say that a lot of people can't say. And, we even more lax around, like, even like at the cookout, I was drinking lean around Ma. Like, Ma, look at my cup, what's in your cup? Like, I know what's in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, like, I would never around my mother. Mm-hmm. But, you know what I'm saying? But you could make the argument that Troy mother might know the real me more than my mom knows. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? My mom knows my cores and values. She knows what makes me tick. But
can you say that that's the real you? Because you drinking lean?
No, not that. But not just lean.
Brian Gumble this nigga.
The lean was the thing, but it's just like
Brian Gumble this nigga, man.
It depends because you foster a relationship. Like, for instance, between my mom and my aunt knows me more than knows me more than my aunt, because me and my aunt have different conversations. Like, you know what I'm saying? My aunt knows where the skeletons are buried, where everything is. Like, my aunt knows everything. So it's like, it's a different type of convo we have. My mom was a strict God-fearing mother. It's only so much, like, we're not having certain convo.
Right.
And still, I love my mom because she, like, I think your mom, like my mom, like when you say know you, I think my mom, I think in her head it's always this is who I raised you to be, and I'm always going to default back to this is the man
I hold you to
are. Yeah, I hold you
standard.
to this, regardless of what you're really doing. This is what I hold you. Because anytime I really got in some trouble or really do some shit, the first thing out of her mouth is this is not the man I raised you to be.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, like that, and they always defaulting back to that. Whereas other people might see what you really are, or what you know what I'm saying, when you become. And I think that's really the, you know what I'm saying, that's really the difference for real. But I don't know, it's interesting. You know, give and take.
I'm not even against homeschooling, honestly. If I can get like a homeschool community, or like a community of kids do the homeschooling thing, I've like doing the research, and they have like communities where like clearly you have to have money to do this. It's not like it's not like a lower class, middle class kind of opportunity. You got to have money because somebody has to be home. Yeah. So that means the other person has to work.
I seen some shit. They have a whole like private session of like a homeschool. Like it's real like private.
The joint I seen, it was like a community of people, and like every day they would go to a different person's house. It was like five families. The kids would rotate to a different person's house each day of the week. It's like a group of like 12 kids. They would all, which means you have to have money because you have to have a place to house them, to like place them in a classroom type environment. You know what I'm saying? But it was a much looser. You learn what you want to learn. You know, of course, there's some things that are standard because you have to be able to. But these kids don't fare any different than kids that like if you talk about like getting into college and doing standardized tests, they do better, a lot of them, than the kids that went to public schools. Yeah. Because there's less distractions. I ain't got to worry about a school shooter coming to my crib. Yeah. I don't got to worry about fights in the hallway and shit like that. I don't got to worry about the major gossip. Because these kids be. Once something happened in the morning, they're going to be talking about that shit all day. There's no work getting done after that. Yeah. Don't let it be a fight at 7 a.m. or 10 a.m. It's going to be the only conversation for the rest of the day. Day's done. It's over with. Throw it away. You know what I'm saying? It takes a special kid to be able to refocus himself. Most kids can't do that. You know, once they off track, they all the way off. You know what I'm saying? They're
Shout out all the kids that's graduating with all these degrees.
Salute for
getting
sure.
all these scholarships. Shout out to y'all. I got to put a spotlight on y'all because I see you beat all the odds.
I heard a lady last night.
Shout out to the old niggas that went back. I seen a lot of that this year on my timeline. Like people I didn't even know was in school. Like my age, just cap and gown. I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
That's dope, dog.
Yeah, I didn't know y'all was going.
Overheard a lady. I was eavesdropping on a conversation. She was talking about her son got like a scholarship to Yale. She from DC. Her son got a scholarship for Yale. And she was just like, man, I'm so proud. I'm so happy. I don't know. Like, I can't believe. I would have never been able to get him out of this environment myself. You know what I'm saying? She was like, but he did it through all his hard work. And she was like, I hope and I pray to God every day that he never comes back.
Facts.
She said, I hope he never comes back because his friends going to be on the same bullshit that they was on when he left.
You ain't got no friends no more. That shit dead.
She was like, I pray he never comes back. Not even to
them
visit.
Them niggas is done.
So we'll bring Thanksgiving to him.
Yeah, that's why
I don't want him to ever come home. I was like, damn.
That's always they come back home from college and they get
some dumb shit.
They get easy influences, some stupid shit.
Man, let's get out here and enjoy this weekend, man. Memorial Day weekend.
I keep leaving every time you about to say that.
Hey, all y'all, real quick, all y'all bum ass niggas that keep coming for my man Bron. Listen, I'm saying this right now. What was your favorite basketball player doing in 38? Sleeping. So shut the fuck up, because I know Jordan for 38 was on the Wizards. The fucking scoring 20 a game. So whatever. Before you come for before you come to my man, what was your man doing at 38? He wasn't competing for championships. I know that. Whoever your favorite basketball player is, that's all. That's all I gotta say.
With that being said, man, enjoy your weekend, man. We out of here.
That's a fact. Everybody slide in my DMs.